Hello students, in the previous module we have discussed about the writing of formal invitations, and today we will learn about the writing of replies of the formal invitation. To say the acceptance of the formal invitation and the declining of the formal invitation, or we can say the refusal of the formal invitation. Now you can see in your screen what appears in the screen. I think you may remember it. Yes, it is the card, or it is the example of a formal invitation which we have learned in our last class. So, when you receive or imagine that this is the card you have received and it is a formal invitation. Now, the question raises that how you will respond or how you will give response to this card. Suppose you accept, then you have to write or you have to send a acceptance letter, or if you are refuse, you have to decline these invitations. The question is how we can give response. Suppose someone sent a card. First we will see in the form of card writing how we can send that response, particularly of acceptance. What will be the format? When we write reply to invitations, some points has to remember, particularly when we write formal or formally. It has some standard forms. It should be very short, to the point, and first you have to, whenever you get the invitation, you have to acknowledge it and you have to write thanks for it. Whenever we write, we have to use third person. It is to be remembered. Suppose you accept the invitation, you have to communicate it. Suppose you decline that invitation, so regret is to be shown. Suppose you are unable to attend that occasion for which you are invited. Suppose you do not want to attend, you have to give that specific reason also. When you write the response, or if you want to give the response, the format of that response, how you will write that card formation? First you have to write sender's name, then you have to accept that invitation, then you have to make mention of the name of the host, you have to write date and time also. Imagine now you are writing that acceptance of that card, how you will write in the card format. You can see in the screen now. Your name is Hemant, so already we have learned that it should be written in third person. So you have to make mention of your name. Mr. Hemant has much pleasure in accepting the kind invitation of principal, staff and student of Government Senior Secondary School, Mohanpura, Port Blair, to attend the inaugural function of the literary club on 28th September 2020 at 10:30 am. This is acceptance. You are accepting invitation and you are interested to attend that function. Now, you have received that card and now you are unable to attend that function. So, how you will decline? So, when you decline that acceptance, what format, in what form you will write? So, what are the points that you have to mention in that response? First, you have to write sender's name or your name. Then you have to express gratitude for that invitation. Then the person who invited you, their name or host's name, date and time, and you have to give the reason of declining that invitation. See, look at that screen. When you decline, how you will write? Means you are refusing that you will not be able to attend that function. Mr. Hemant sincerely thanks the principal, staff and student of Government Senior Secondary School Mohanpura, Port Blair, for their kind invitation to attend the inaugural function of the Literary Club on 28th September 2020 at 10:30 am. But regrets his inability to attend because of a prior engagement. This is the reason that you are declining the invitation. He wishes all the students that the club may provide ambience to develop their literary skills. It is the best wishes by the senders or by you. So, when you look at that response, what you have written, first it is written in third person is used and the name of the host is mentioned, time is mentioned, date is mentioned and inability, the reason of inability to attend that function is also mentioned, and you have complementary close, how you have closed that response. In the end, you are giving your best wishes to the students. So, these are the two different ways whenever we get card. So, we can give response in that format. So, whenever we write the response, we have to put it into the box. This you should remember. One is acceptance, another is refusal or declining the invitation. In the same formal letter or formal invitation, when you receive that invitation and you want to respond in letter format. So, how you will give response to that invitation? First is showing acceptance and second is showing your refusal or declining that invitation. One we have seen in the card format, we can send the response, either accept that invitation or decline or refuse that invitation. How, suppose we want to write in a letter format, how we can write? So, we know that how to write formal letters. These are the steps: sender's names, address of the host or address of the addressee, then salutations, we know that, then the content of acceptance or the content of declining or refusal, that is called body, then complementary clause or we can say subscription, how to what are the things is to be written in the end of that letter. Generally we write in formal letter. So, these are the point we have to remember. Imagine that this is the question, You are Ravi or Ravina. You have been invited by the Principal Government Boys Senior Secondary School, Middle Point, Port Blair to judge the inter-house debate contest on 5th October 2020 at 10 a.m. in the school auditorium. However, you find that you will be out of town on the day. Draft a formal reply accepting or declining the same in not more than 50 words. So, here again using the two different way of writing or giving that response, acceptance or refusal in letter format. So, how we will write? How we can write when we accept the invitation in letter formation? Suppose you want to, you are able to attend that function. So, how you will write? We know that sender's address. Your address is ABC apartment, Shadipur, Port Blair, 3rd October 2020. Then the address of the addressee, the Principal Government Boys Senior Secondary School, Port Blair. This is the format, we know about it. We have to give space likewise wherever it is required. Then the salutation, dear sir, then the body, content. So, how, suppose you accept that invitation, how you will write? I wish to thank you for your kind invitation to act as a judge at the inter-house debate contest to be held in your school on 5th October 2020 at 10 a.m. It is with great pleasure that I accept the invitation. You acknowledge that invitation. Then you write, giving some more information, that I myself am an alumnus of the same school and have beautiful memories of the time I spent there. I will arrive there by the stipulated time and venue on the day of the event. So, you acknowledge that invitation and you give your consent to attend that function. Then subscription or complimentary close, that yours sincerely Ravi / Ravina. So, suppose you write letter in this formation to give response. So, how it will look like? So, suppose you are giving refusal letter. So, how you will write? In the same formation, first you have to write your address, second the address of the addressee. Your address is ABC apartment, Shadipur, Port Blair, 3rd October 2020. The Principal Government Boys Senior Secondary School, Port Blair, address of the addressee. Then salutation, dear sir. Then the body of that letter. I was honored to receive your kind invitation to act as a judge at the inter-house debate contest to be held in your school. So, you acknowledge that invitation, you show your gratitude for the invitation. Now, you are giving the reason. However, I regret to inform you that as I will be out of town at that particular time, I must sadly decline the invitation. So, this is the reason you are giving, not accepting that invitation. So, in the end you give your best wishes to the student. Please congratulate all the speakers on my behalf. I am sure that the event will be a success in keeping with the standard of your fine establishment. So, subscription, yours faithfully, Ravi / Ravin. So, this is the format of the letter. Once you closed or completed this one, so how it will? So, now you can see in the screen, when you complete this letter, it will look like this. So, once again I read that. First, your address, second the address of the addressee, third salutation, and content already I have read it, no need to read again and again. Then subscription. There you write yours sincerely Ravi and Ravina. So, this is a left alignment, different alignments are there. By using the left alignment you have written this letter, or this is the two different way to give response, either to accept that invitation or decline the invitation. So, both the format we have seen. Suppose you want to write in a form of card, how you will write, and when you write in the form of letter, how you will write, both acceptance and refusal or declining the acceptance. Now, in the beginning I told you that apart from the replies, that is acceptance and declining or refusal of the formal letter, we will learn something about writing the informal invitations. So, two different type of invitations we have learned. One is formal invitations, another is informal invitation. So, when we write informal invitations, so what are the points which is to be remembered or keep it in our mind? So, when you write informal invitations, particularly we send that invitation in personal occasions or to close friends or relatives, and that invitation is written in the form of personal letters, and we know that when we write personal letter, it is totally informal. In a relaxed manner we can write it. So, informal invitations, even when we write, we can include our personal feelings and emotions, or it may contain, or you can include cordial and intimate feelings. So, when we write that informal invitations, so here also we have to keep some points in our mind. First, it is to be written in letter format, and like card or like notice, when we write this invitation, we have to put it in a box or enclosed in a box. And here when we talk about the persons, generally we have learned about that it is the informal letters we use third person. Here first person and second person can be used, you, I, we, like that. And here different tenses can also be used in formal witness, and it is too personal, we know that, and whatever the feelings are there or sentiments are there, that can be expressed. And some more points that should be included when we write that informal invitations in the form of letter. First, you have to write your name or sender's address, date, salutation, and how here we write salutations. Generally dear we write, we add that word dear, because you show that emotion, you love too much. And even you can make mention of their name also. For example, dear Hemant, for example, we can say, or dear Ravi or dear Ravina. Like. Then complimentary close, after that you have to write yours sincerely. Then the body of that informal letter, of that invitation in the letter format, that should be short, and you have to state the purpose of the invitation. Here meaning is you have to mention why you are calling them, and make mention of the name of the occasion, okay. And it may include more informations like day, date, time and venue of the event for which you are inviting your relatives or friends or the person to whom you know very well. And some more point which is to be remembered when we write that informal invitations, your name, it will appear in the invitation, but the person to whom you are sending or giving that invitation, his address will not be there. And like in the formal letter or the notice, we give the subject or highlight the subject. Here no need to highlight the subject because it is an informal witness. And generally here when we write informal invitations, we never expect for, we do not write, we write for acceptance or refusal or never ask, but whenever we close that sentence, it is expected that they will give response, but it is not obligation or it is not mandatory. For example, we can say, look at this question, write an informal invitation to your friend on the occasion of the Mundan ceremony of your grandson, not more than 50 words. So here only one name of the ceremony is given, all the other things you have to invent in detail, so that the person to whom you are inviting, he will understand it. This is the way we have to write. First, the address from where that invitation is written, A-29 Golghar, Port Blair, this is your address, written on 4/10/2020, and you are sending this invitation to Hemant, dear Hemant. You will be glad to know that the Mundan ceremony of my grandson Harish shall take place on 15/10/2020 at my residence. On this auspicious occasion, I cordially invite you along with all the members of your family. The program shall be as follows. Programs: Kirtan 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Havan ceremony 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., lunch 12 noon onwards. Don't forget to bring Hema with you. It will be my pleasure and a special privilege if you can join us with your family. It is a complimentary clause. So you express your emotions. So in personal letter we can express our emotion also. How you will feel, these last sentences shows. So complimentary subscription, so yours sincerely, Snehesh. So when you write that invitation in informal way, so how it will look like? You will see, having completed writing the letter, it will look like this: address first, second date, then salutation, then the body of the letter, informal way, no formal ways are there, then subscription, that yours sincerely, Snehesh. So when you write that invitation in letter format, so it will appear like this. So this format you have to follow, because in the beginning also when I introduced about the invitation, I told you these things carry very less marks. 3 marks are there for invitation and notice writing. But what is tested here, whether you use that format or whether you are writing in short or writing that invitation to the point, this will be tested. So you have to remember it, Format has 1 mark, that content how you express it has an 1 mark, and grammatical, whether it is grammatically correct or spellings are correct or not. These things you have to remember when you write invitations, whether it is a formal or informal. So, how, suppose you want to accept this letter, invitation, or you want to decline this invitation, formal and informal, how you can do that? Now, having written all these form of invitations, formal, informal, some more points we have to keep in our mind. When we write informal letter, for this also we can give acceptance or refusal. How we can do that? We will see in the next class. And I will come up with another topic also, that is application for job. So, how we write applications when we apply for the job? Generally, you might have seen in the newspapers, there are some formats. So, whenever we write application for job, we have to follow some format. So, within that format, we have to write that applications. So, till then, goodbye, thank you.